So we are here with Suzan Venazza today of Know Your Flaws, one of my favourite Instagram pages. I'm obsessed with it. When did you realise that pelvic health was such an important, topic, and that you just really wanted to work on it and really wanted to talk about it?
Do you know, I first did pelvic health work when I was newly qualified as a physio, and I think that was probably back in 2003, and I learned loads at that point and saw how beneficial it was. But it wasn't until I had my own kids, kind of 2014, that I really realised how important it was, and I didn't get any supports. And so that's when I was like, oh, hang on a second, we need to do more here. And it was at that point, so about 2014 up to about 2017, I was like, we need to do more. So I got a job as a specialist pelvic health physio in the area, and haven't stopped since then, kind of banging the drum, trying to raise awareness, because it's just so important to so many people.
So we're at an event today with TENA, the household name and continence brand that everybody knows, and MUTU, who is a smaller brand, but we're pre and postnatal program for dealing with issues like pelvic floor issues, diastasis recti, core issues. How important do you think is it for a brand like TENA to be working with a brand like MUTU?
Oh, it's hugely important, because we need to empower women, people, to be able to access support, not just leave them with very limited information. And to be empowered, you need a range of solutions and you need help to be able to move forward. But we also know the postnatal period is really, really tricky, and so actually you can't always prioritise yourself all of the time. So having access to decent pads, decent information, and knowing where to go to get the support when you have got the space and time to do it is really important. So I think the collaboration is wonderful, and we need to be doing more like it.
It's so important beyond that as well, isn't it? Because postnatal, that's how MUTU started, because of Wendy's, postnatal journey. But now we work with women who are way beyond postnatal, sort of 20 years beyond postnatal, actually a lot of menopausal women as well, perimenopausal women. Pelvic health is not just a postpartum problem, is it?
Lifelong thing, and some people will have problems before they have children. So I think we know that about 10% of the population will have problems with their bladder, whether they're male or female, before anything happens. And then usually with age, having babies, menopause, for women especially, the numbers increase till, we're getting to 1 in 3. It's a lifelong issue, and we shouldn't just be not discussing it because it has such an impact.
And it doesn't just go as far as, incontinence and leaks, does it? Having a weak pelvic floor can have all sorts of other problems, can't it?
Yeah, so there's a whole host of things that pelvic floor issues can lead to. So things like prolapse, so pelvic organ prolapse, even having the overactive pelvic floor can cause things like pain with sex. When you have things like endometriosis, that can often change how your pelvic floor works, and then that can worsen your pain during your periods, can do huge things in terms of holding in your bowel motions, holding in wind. You've got a whole host of things that your pelvic floor does for you that we need on it to be working on a daily basis. So yeah, if you're doing pelvic floor exercises, you're going to be actually helping yourself to keep your urine in, keep your sex life good, as well as your poo and your wind in, and hopefully improving things like prolapse or preventing prolapse.
Last question. What is one thing that you think all women should know about their pelvic floor? And I know it's hard to choose, but try and choose one.
Don't be scared to do pelvic floor exercises. That's the one thing you'll hear loads of things of should you squeeze or shouldn't you squeeze. We know there's evidence to say actually it doesn't matter about whether you squeeze or you shouldn't squeeze. You should just do pelvic floor exercises. There's been a lot of maybe fear mongering that you shouldn't do them because you're going to cause problems. We know there's no evidence for that. So actually try them, and if you struggle, go and see somebody, because you just might need a bit of direction about what you need to do. But yeah, do them. Do your pelvic floor exercises.
And if you don't know how to do them, what should you do?
There's a whole host of places to look. You can do Know Your Floors. You can look at MUTU system. Hold wind is a good starting point, and don't try too hard is the key bits. But go and have a look for all that information and get empowered and know what you should be doing.
You heard it here first. Know Your Flaws on MUTU. That's where you should be.